Can anyone tell me what is a order block, or does anyone know what an order block is? Let's go ahead and share my screen. And whoever got into Microsoft, congrats. I'm telling you, it's all about the levels. The levels hit, we trade. No levels, no trade. It's as simple as that, all right? Zone of demand of supply, Angel says zones. Institutional entry, well, Eric, yeah, I mean, you already know this stuff. Wallace, institutional orders. What about stop loss? Can we cover that too? Of course, we definitely can. If we have time, we definitely can. If not, we'll definitely put it for next week, okay? So order blocks made easy is the class for today. You folks are definitely correct. So order blocks are zones, right? But they're a little bit different than zones. Eric definitely hit it on the money. He said these are institutional orders or money. That's where the big bank, the smart money really comes in. And for those that trade Forex, this is critical for you. Also for those that trade futures as well, it's very, very critical for you to understand what an order block is, how to identify them, and to how to also do them on your own. I'm also going to share with you a script on TradingView that I use myself to find order blocks. So everything will be automated for you, right? But at the end of the day, having the education in the back end is definitely critical when it comes to your trading arsenal, okay? So order blocks. In short, order blocks are simply supply and demand zones. They're just a different type. So there's definitely a difference when it comes to supply and demand zones and order blocks. Okay, so you're probably asking, Chris, what's the difference? Can you tell me more? Well, the difference is that compared to normal zones, they have a much higher probability of causing a reversal. So when you hit a zone or a order block, you're going to see that as soon as we touch that level, it's either going to bounce or reject off that level. Well, the reason why is because the banks are putting their money at that exact same level, right? So here we go. The goal behind this class is that order blocks could be another great tool when it comes to your trading arsenal. I want that to be a go-to setup. So just to add on to what the banks do, so the banks, they use order blocks, and essentially what they want to do is that they want to put in a big position, right? Let's say JP Morgan Chase, they want to invest 360 million, right? And they want to buy it at a certain price. Instead of JP Morgan Chase putting 360 million right off the bat, what they're going to do is that they're going to put it into small positions. So 20 million, 20 million, 20 million, 20 million, so that they don't upset the price. If JP Morgan Chase puts $500 million in, it will definitely upset the price. That's not what they want to do. They want to put it into chunk sizes, and they will invest that money over time. And another reason why they do this is so that they can also get filled at lower prices. Banks are gangster. Banks, they're the biggest gangsters on this planet. I'm telling you. What they do is that they all come together, get this big money, but they already have levels planned for the entire year that they're going to be buying and selling the entire year. Everything's already predetermined. And again, I definitely want to show you SPY and how you could have caught the SPY put from the last lower high, because that actually is a order block, right? So we'll definitely cover that as well. So let's add more to it, right? So order blocks is, yes, so ICT videos are probably the best ones. Honestly, if you want to know more about order blocks, if you want to know more about futures and how to trade futures, Eric, he's part of the EYL community. He's part of my community too. He will tell you that the ICT videos, they're definitely on the money. They're really, really good when it comes to understanding these different zones, right? So order blocks it is a area or indication of where the big institutions will pile up orders to enter their market, which is called order blocks, right? So ICT videos, you can find them on YouTube. He has a whole playlist of a lot of information. Honestly, it will take you well over a week for you to go through each single video. And I believe that they're like about an hour long. So it's definitely a lot of content that he has up on YouTube. But honestly, that's where I learned about order blocks. Next, quick tip, double bottoms and also double tops are nice indications of order blocks, right? So chart patterns have some sort of correlation when it comes to order blocks as well, right? So it's definitely critical for you to understand that. Another quick tip is that you're going to see that order blocks will definitely create a sequence. An order block, you're either going to see a sequence of what? bullish candles, or if not, what, bearish candles. And again, I'm going to show you exactly how this works when it comes to an actual chart. Another quick tip, you can only distinguish order blocks on the higher time frame. You cannot go to the 5-minute time frame and try to find the order block. For you to find that big picture when it comes to order block, you have to go to the weekly, or if not, daily timeframes. Those are the ones that I will recommend. People use the 4-hour, 1 hour, but weekly and daily are definitely the ones that I definitely recommend for identifying the order block. So yeah, King Lattimore, so daily and up are the ones that I definitely recommend. This right here shows.
No, actually, while you're on this, I did have a quick question. So based off of this big drop, if you was day trading, you just would just wait for this drop and then get out, or would you swing trade this and take it out toward further out? I guess it based on how the stock moves, right?
You will be based on a bigger time frame for me. Full transparency, I haven't swung in the thing since January.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's part of another class.
Sorry, Chris. I thought she was asking you at first, so I was gonna let it rock, but
yeah, I was like, what?
That was wild.
I was gonna ask for the level.
Did we just get hacked? Like what? So all of you guys I've taken away everyone's privileges. No one can unmute themselves anymore. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, but this right here is what an order block looks like. At the end of the day, is again these different areas where price goes to, and we see this massive drop, right? At the end of the day, price comes here, massive drop. Price comes here, we see a pop. Price comes here, we see a pop. So it is definitely supply and demand zones. But again, this is where the big money definitely comes in, right? So let's go ahead and go to a chart and show you exactly how this works. We'll definitely start first with SPY. And let me just go ahead and just remove these tabs here. Here we go. All right, so we'll start with SPY on the daily time frame. And I'll just go ahead and just remove everything that I have here. And actually, 1 second, I'll just put a new chart layout just for the sake of the demonstration, right? So you're gonna see that, again, on the daily time frame, you're definitely gonna have that bigger picture. But first, what I want you to do is always go to support and resistance, right? And you're gonna see what? 2 times we popped. These 2 times we had what? A sequence of what? Green candles, right? 1 second, let me go ahead and refresh. Yeah, I got scared by that. I was like, I thought I missed a question, by the way. Let's see. I'm gonna shut off my video because my Wi-Fi is messing up. Give me 1 sec.
I was shocked as well. I was like, this is not happening. But then I'm like, maybe she's asking a question.
Yeah, towards the end, it definitely sounded legit.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, she's excited, maybe let me not like. Anyways.
All right, here we go. One more time. All right, here we go. Right. So what do we see here? Right here, we have 2 touches. And at the end of the day, we see what? I don't know why. We see that we popped every single time, and we have a sequence of green candles, right? Sequence of green candles. We come here, sequence of green candles. At the end of the day, these are banks. Banks have predetermined levels and orders already set at 416. So every single time that we come to 416, 20 million here, 5 million here, 35 million here, 40 million here. That's what the banks are doing when it comes to these levels. And that's why order blocks are very, very similar to zones, because they are zones, but we're just looking for sequences of continuation. So for example, this right here is a perfect order block. Why? Because after this drop, we saw a massive buy from smart money, and then it gave us an instant continuation when it comes to sequences, right? Same thing here at the top when it comes to that 450 level. Right here, we sold off. So for those that know what an order block is, knowing that every single time we come to that 450, 455 area, we have banks that want a short SPY. It should no be surprised that we come here and we also sell. We come here and we also sell, right? So this is definitely critical for you to understand, because at the end of the day, it will definitely help you out to understand where the areas of demand and where the smart money is definitely coming into as well.